Shall I start? Okay, great. So, hello everyone. Hope you are all doing well. I'm really happy to be here talking about enhancing building maintenance efficiency through BIM-LiDAR integration. So, first of all, I would like to explain why I chose this topic. The problem is that throughout the life cycle of the project, the BIM has been utilized in different kind of stages, like design, construction, and operation. Okay, so the BIM utilization in the construction and design is much higher than BIM utilization in operation and maintenance. Okay, so that means that there are still, it's in infancy stage, so we need to take care of this stage a little bit more. Despite being this fact, the most cost occurred during these phases, throughout the whole life cycle of the project. So, even the highest cost, more than 60% of that, is for maintenance activity, which is emphasized, the facility management tasks. Okay, so my aim to this research is to integrate this decision support system to the BIM model to allow efficiency for the building performance, to improve different kind of stuff like building performance, energy efficiency, and occupants' comfort. As we already know that the BIM integrated with DSS may constitute a powerful methodology to support the facility maintenance activities. So this is a framework that I've used previously, and I try to integrate the DSS, different kind of DSS into this BIM model and try to figure out what we can do with this framework. So, firstly, the CMMS is the Computerized Maintenance Management System, which we can get some beautiful data. If you have some problem with this room, for example, you just make a complaint, and then you're going to have this information stored in the CMMS. So, in that case, we're going to have the date of report, a description, and location of the problem. So, that means that the description means, for example, the data projector here is not working properly. So you just make a complaint about this stuff. And then you're going to point it out that this equipment is not working. Okay, so this is the kind of descriptive manner. So we use the text mining approach to extract the, to classify actually, and extract the keywords of this description and find out what exactly happening on behind that. So we can simply allocate the specific problem to specific families in Revit or in whatever we are discussing. And the second one is the BIM one, the data requirement, that we already have this different kind of data stored in the BIM model. We can also add more information in it. And the BMS, it's a building management system that we can extract two important elements for this research. For us is the pressure and temperature for the pipes. To the second one, the parameter creation of this framework, we can simply create it through the Revit, or if you want it to be more open sources, we can do it with the Python script. And then at the next stage, we can somehow integrate it through the Dynamo stuff and also use some AI algorithm here to find out what's going to happen for our buildings, and we can simply visualize it to see the malfunction equipment. Okay, so actually let me give you an example regarding the previous algorithm that we actually published it, and I'm going to refer it to that one. But to give you some idea what's that exactly. So imagine we do have the CMMS and the complaint has received from the occupants. And then we know that, for example, the AC is not working in this room. Okay? So this can be calculated. The BIM can calculate it, the cooling capacity, and the thermal load. And for example, here in this case, we find that the cooling capacity is higher than thermal loads. So what's happening exactly is that it actually represents that the problem is here on the rooftop, not on the room exactly. So the facility manager can directly go to the rooftop instead of coming to the room, okay? So that means they can also be equipped for those kind of location. For example, if they need ladder, or if they need other stuff to go there. So it's important to know it in advance to create a preventive maintenance stuff. And this is the title of the journal paper that we published for that. And if you need more detail on this algorithm and how it works, please refer to this one. So far I've discussed about the BIM in operation and maintenance for facility management, specifically for maintenance management. So what if we don't have the BIM model? Here is another question. So is it really worth to start it from scratch, or is it good to just do it with the documentation and so on? The answer is, thanks to the camera scanner these days, we can simply hold the camera scanner and just go through the building, walking through the buildings, and just capture the point cloud data. This point cloud data should be segmented, and then based on that, we can create a mesh and then turn it to the IFC, which can open it up with the BIM model. And again, the same story like I explained before. So for that, you can see this is the Cambridge University Civil Engineering building. We can simply scan it through the camera scanner. The point cloud has been already gathered, and we can simply just create a mesh based on that. But if we have created a mesh without segmentation, we're going to end up having this picture, because it's like a FBX format. It doesn't have any meaning, doesn't have any labeling, and so on. But if we have kind of segmentation, so we can distinguish at least the elements in the mesh-based geometry. But it also still, it's not in the FBX format. So we should do somehow bring it to the IFC model. So we can simply allocate IFC corresponding to that family that we are using. And then we're going to have all distinguished family all together, and at the end, we can create a BIM model. Regarding this, we have worked on it, and the data set of all this kind of stuff is going to be ready on the Cambridge University website if you wanted to train your, I don't know, deep learning approaches. If you want to use it for recognizing different kind of elements in a building, you can use that one as well. Anyway, so let's get back again to the BIM for operation and maintenance. So what we have done, it's like, okay, we created the BIM. Again, we do have the BIM model with the IFC. We can allocate as much as information as we want it. And we can also integrate the CMMS again, like I explained it before. So this framework can also be implemented in this case to improve the maintenance activity in this regard. But it's not the end of the research. So we can go a little bit further on and create an application for that. This application can be used for both facility management and occupants. The occupants is end user like us. If you are complaining about something, we can just turn on your camera and just click on the equipment which is not working properly, make a report, and on the other hand, facility manager will receive this kind of information. And also, if there is a problem with other stuff, like not in interior unit, but exterior unit, then it can be exactly guided the facility manager to that area. That's it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. This is my LinkedIn as well. If you want to be in touch, I'll be happy.